Hello everyone, welcome to Young Innovators. Hope you all have watched our previous video on breadboard and its connections and tried the circuits that we did. Today we will learn and understand another component, that is a miniature device which can control the flow of electric signals in the circuit. A transistor. A transistor is a three-terminal semiconductor device that is used to amplify and switch the electrical signals. Just like how the human brain has neurons that makes us think and remember, a transistor is like a brain cell in the advanced electronic components. A transistor is special because they allow you to control the current flow in the circuit, which is achieved by controlling the voltage across two terminals or two leads of the transistor. A transistor has three terminals: base, collector, and emitter. A collector is the terminal, as the name says, collects the charges supplied to it. A base is the terminal which controls the power in the circuit. That is, the circuit is activated based on the current that we give to the base of the transistor. The base forms two circuits, that is, an output circuit with the emitter and an input circuit with the collector. The emitter terminal is the terminal that emits the charges that is supplied to it. Having known the terminals of the transistor, we will further look into types of transistor. There are many types of transistors, namely a junction transistor, a field effect transistor, and a metal oxide semiconductor field effect transistor. We will focus on a junction transistor as they are the most commonly used transistors in the circuits that we build and many other applications. It is a semiconductor device that carries both positive and negative charges. It has both positive type, that is a p-type material, and a negative type, that is an n-type material, combined together to form a junction. A small current flowing through the base can control the heavy, large current flowing through the emitter and collector. Bipolar junction transistors circuits were the main active devices of a generation of mini computers. But now, most of the computer systems use integrated circuits relying on field effect transistors. Bipolar junction transistors are still used for amplifications of signals, switching, and digital circuits application. Moving further, we get two types in a bipolar junction transistor, that is a PNP transistor and an NPN transistor. Looking at a PNP transistor, it is a transistor where one n-type material is introduced or placed between two p-type materials. In such a configuration, the device will control the flow of current. Next, looking at an NPN transistor, we will find one p-type material that is present between two n-type materials. NPN transistor is basically used to amplify weak signals to strong signals. In an NPN transistor, the electrons move from the emitter to collector region, resulting in the formation of current in the circuit. You can see a PNP transistor and an NPN transistor on your screen. The symbol for the transistor is as shown. It can be differentiated as PNP transistor or an NPN transistor based on the arrow mark that is present at the emitter terminal. If the arrow mark is pointing towards the base, then it is termed as a PNP transistor, and if the arrow mark is pointing away from the base, it is termed as an NPN transistor. Most of the times, we prefer to use an NPN transistor over a PNP transistor due to its mobility of charges, easy productivity, and many other factors. Let us look at the working of transistors now. It is a current driven device where two PN junction exists within it. We already know the terminals of the transistors, that is emitter, base and collector. A very small amount of current flow through emitter to the base can control a reasonably large amount of current flow through the device from the emitter to collector. Now, let us see how transistors work as a switch. Using a transistor as a switch is the simplest application of the device. A transistor can be extensively used for switching operation, either for opening or closing a circuit. Let us build a circuit on Tinkercad to see the working of transistor as a switch. Here is the circuit diagram. Copy the same and try the circuit on your own. The components needed are a breadboard, battery, an NPN transistor, an LED and a resistor. We will take a resistor of 1 kilo ohm here. We have all the components placed on the workspace. Let's build the circuit as seen in the circuit diagram. Let's connect the battery to the breadboard and place all the components as needed on the breadboard now. Next, let's connect the collector and the base terminal of the transistor to the positive end of the battery, and the emitter will go to the LED through a resistor. The negative end of the LED or the cathode terminal of the LED will be connected back to the negative end of the battery. On simulating the circuit, the LED glows. And if we remove the base terminal connection, the circuit turns off. This explains us the circuit works only on giving the power to the base terminal. Next, let us look one more circuit to see the working of transistor with switches. And here is the circuit diagram for the same. The components needed are a breadboard, a battery, a slide switch, a press switch, a lamp, a PNP transistor, an NPN transistor, and an electrolytic capacitor. We also need a resistor of 10 kilo ohm. All the components are placed on the breadboard as needed. Let's connect the battery to the breadboard. Next, let us connect the slide switch terminal 1 to the negative end of the battery and the common terminal of the slide switch to the lamp. From the other end of the lamp, we will give it to the collector of the PNP transistor. The base terminal of the PNP transistor will go to the collector terminal of NPN transistor. The base of the NPN transistor is given to the electrolytic capacitor through a resistor. The positive end of the electrolytic capacitor is given to press switch. The other terminal of the switch is given to the emitter or the positive end of the battery. The emitter of the PNP transistor is given to the positive end of the battery again. This completes the circuit. Now let's start simulation. If both the switches are on, the lamp will be on, and if I switch off the press switch, still the lamp will be on. This is because the capacitor will discharge and release the charges that is stored in it. This explains how the charges are stored in the capacitor and how it is discharged when needed. This is the main task or the main work of the capacitor in the circuit. So, with these two circuits, we understood the working of a transistor as well as a capacitor. Keeping this in mind, let's look at some applications of transistors. Transistors are used for amplification and switching purposes. An example of a transistor as amplifier can be seen in the mic and speaker system that we use. A transistor is incorporated in the speaker that will amplify or increase the sound and make it audible in high volume. Transistors can also be used in microwave communication. Hope you all enjoyed watching this video. Thank you for watching.